In a few previous videos on this channel throughout the last couple of years, I did a couple of videos on the trifoliate orange. And so a project that I've started up recently is trying to grow more hardy orange trees from seed. Right now I'm experimenting with some stratification to see if this will be an effective means of seed germination. And so this video kind of goes over a part of that process where I have stratified the seeds for 2 different amounts of time and planting them out in the hoop house. And so this video covers that part of the process. So it's about mid to late May. I think today is May 21st, 2025. And so I have some hardy orange, or well, not hardy orange, but trifoliate orange seeds that I had stratified in the refrigerator. This batch, I just did a bunch of seeds and I started them in mid-December of 2024, so about 5 months ago. And then I did another batch towards the end of January, right? So pretty much February at that point, right? It was January 30th of 25. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these seeds out and I'm going to plant them in soil. So I have some soil here. I am in the hoop house. I'm going to just plant these, let them sit in the hoop house, keep them watered, and just kind of see if I can get any to sprout. As I said, it's mid-May to late May. I did seed out, direct seed, some trifoliate orange seeds back in, I want to say February or so, directly into the soil outside to see if that natural stratification in the outdoors would work. So far, as far as I can see, I haven't seen any of those germinate. So hopefully these will germinate. We'll see what happens. This is kind of why I'm doing this, to kind of see if, experiment to see if this is something that can work or not. I may also overseed. I may do 2 seeds per cell or per pot, because if I recall correctly, I have a lot of seeds in each one of these, and I have about 4 of these trays, 18 pots per tray. I may have to double up on some of them, and if they sprout and I get multiple in one pot, I can always separate them out when I transplant them out into the tree nursery area in my garden. Well, maybe I'll do this one first. This is from mid-December. So we can see the paper towel has gone through a pretty substantial amount of decomposition. So hopefully that's okay. So hopefully the natural acids present, residual from these seeds, have helped to break down any potential components in the seeds that may have prevented them from sprouting. Planting them probably about 1/2 inch deep. Alright, so when I was seeding out the initial batch from that I had stratified since mid-December, some of the seeds seemed, or a lot of the seeds kind of seemed like they had kind of rotted too much, and that it had gotten to the inside of the seed, and when I would press on some of the seeds, they would just kind of squirt out from the inside. And that didn't look like very much of a good sign, so I'm not going to hold out a whole lot of hope that those are going to germinate. Now, I did open up the ones that I started back in January, and they seem to be holding up better. So I'm going to give this a try and seed out these, and if this doesn't work, then I will collect seeds for next year, and maybe I will experiment with not stratifying them at all, or a very minimal amount, and see how that goes. But anyway, I have these right now I'm gonna work with. Alright, so I finished seeding out 1.5 trays of the seeds that were planted back in, or seeds that were stratified back in December. in these 2 back trays, and then 1.5 trays in that were stratified back in January, and these 2 are going to be in the front. But yeah, as I said, the seeds that were stratified since the end of January seem to hold up a lot better because of that shorter time. But you know, maybe they won't sprout either. I don't know. So that's kind of why we do this. This is an experiment, as I said, and then we'll see where this takes us to next. Thank you so much for checking out this video on stratifying trifoliate orange seeds and planting them out. Definitely stay tuned. I'll try to keep you updated on how these things turn out. The one group I'm not going to hold out a whole lot of hope with, but that second group with the seeds that had more structural integrity, hopefully a bunch of those will be able to sprout, and I'll be able to get a bunch more. You know, like I said, if not, then I may experiment with not stratifying or stratifying for a much shorter period of time. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Take care.